Okay, let's have a look at statistics. So, a particular test is used to measure how well students around the world can do maths problem. Worldwide score on this test are normally distributed with a mean score of 400 and standard deviation of 60. So, once in your stats question in your paper too, you have the word normally distributed, then they are giving you a mean, and then they are giving you standard deviation. You know that that will be between finding either the probability or finding a specific statistical data. Now, the bridge between those is the z-score, and it doesn't matter what direction we go. So let's see, use the normal distribution to work out the proportion of students worldwide who would score above 420 on the test. So in our case, what is the X? What is the statistical data that they've collected? It's what? The score, isn't it? So here, what did they give us? 420. So they gave us the data. That means we have to find the probability, which is the proportion of students, isn't it? Because probability, let's say if we are saying probability is 20%, that's a proportion of students. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, first we have to understand where this particular situation is on overall population. So 400, that's the mean. And we are looking for 420, so it will be somewhere this side of the mean. And we are talking about those that score above. So where are they going to be? Here. Those score below, that's the part I'm looking for. Now, I know that in the table, when I'm reading probability, it goes from this direction. So that means that here we're going to take from 1, because the area under that curve is equal to 100% or 1, minus the probability we're going to read from the table, and that will give me the probability answer, the one I'm looking for. So how do we cross over? So when we go from the value, from the data to z, we use the formula, isn't it, for the z-score. And then once we have the z, we go to the table and we read probability corresponding to that z. So what is the formula? Let's look in our table in statistics. Where is that? Far away. That's where it is. So page 34 in the table, that is your standardizing formula. That's your z-score. So that's the formula we're going to use here. So that means z is equal what? That's the data that is given to us, 420, minus that's the mean, which is 400, and that is standard deviation. In our case, that standard deviation was what? 60. So 60, we put that in the calculator, we press equal, and we get that is 0.333. So now we go to the table to find the probability. So let's go to our table to find where is 0.3, and that is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this value here, that is 0.33 for the z. So 6293. So 06293. So therefore 1 minus. So like I said, that's the probability we read, not the one I'm looking for. Therefore, from everything, which is 1 minus the probability I read, I put that in the calculator and we are getting 0.3707. So that is 37.07%. That's the proportion of the students here.